Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jessie Reisch. Reisch is R-E-I-S-C-H. Alright. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to do relationship first, singles second. Oracle cards come out as needed. I'm having a hard time moving this energy along, I'm noticing, which is not common for fire. It's not common for Sagittarius either. Usually your energy goes pretty good. It doesn't seem to want to move. No? Yeah. Okay. I feel a lot of resistance with this reading already, which is making me wonder why. I'm getting a lot of no's, slow down, stop, don't want to do this. A lot of that going on. Is that for me? No, it's for the reading. All right, because I was like, I was ready. I was ready to do this. Whatever you've been going through with your partner, I'm getting this has been going on for a while. You've been trying to work this out for a while. It feels like you're trying to keep things going in a good way. Or somebody's trying to stop something. I know the wheel is coming. The wheel is coming up on your partner's side. But I feel on your side, the temperance, trying to make things work. It just seems like it's almost like repetitious. Like I remember when I was a kid, when you failed a spelling test, you'd have to write the word 10 times. Every word you misspelled, you'd have to write 10 times. And I have to say, it felt very repetitious and tedious after a while, especially if you screwed up a lot of words. Although now I can spell for the most part. But I'm getting here, it's kind of like that. Something's very repetitious and tedious, and you're sick of it. You're just kind of like, I just feel like it's the same old thing. I'm bored with it. I've been trying. I've been working at it. And I feel the Four of Pentacles here coming in with the Temperance, in the sense of like you're holding on. It's almost like the reason you keep going with this is because you're too stubborn to let it go. I don't know how that sounds. I hope that's not offensive. I'm not trying to make it, but it's almost like, because I feel this way sometimes. It's just like you've been doing it for so long. You're just like, it's hard to put down. Even though you're sick of it, it's hard to put down because you're so used to it. There's rough cards here. I'm just like, where are we going? Now, I'm seeing this first, but I'm also seeing your partner's card of your partner is standing with the Queen of Cups. So there's love here from them towards you. But I feel you have the challenge card of the Eight of Wands, which is a quick decision. I feel like you're in the danger of making a snap decision here. And I feel like it's frustration. You might be, to be fair, because I've noticed, like, if you're a little under the weather, like when I'm a little under the weather, I'm more likely to get fed up with things, feel run down, and make snap decisions just because I've just had it. And that might be what's happening here. I'm reading for Sagittarius, and I'm feeling a rough bump here for you guys. And I'm just trying to find a positive light here. And they're like, just keep reading, just keep reading. So I'm going to keep going. The snap decision, though, even though your partner has this love for you, is because they're coming toward you, and they feel like, even though they have this love towards you, they're coming across very sharp, very cold. I just feel like something they say to you, you don't like. And it doesn't, I don't know, I don't want to say it doesn't matter that the Queen of Cups is behind. Like, they have love for you, but the way they're communicating, it's coming off too sharp. You don't like what you're hearing. And I feel like that's where this tedious, repetitious, blah, 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 it just kind of comes to a head. And you've been forcing yourself to stick with it. You don't want to put something down, and then that happens. And that's where this flash snap decision comes in. Now, like I'm like, ooh, okay. I feel like you might say something like really, like your partner says something too sharp. It's just you don't like it. And I get like you might verbally snap back at them quite harshly. Kind of tit for tat type thing. This is what I see on your side. The Devil card, but the Justice card comes with it. This really makes me think of like saying something, saying it too harshly, but it's the truth. I don't know if I want to use an analogy, but like saying something, you're right that something isn't wrong, but I feel like the way you're saying it is really, it's really harsh. I don't like that analogy. I'm really trying to get around it. Although it's come towards me when I've been heavier than I am now, but that's the thing. It's kind of like I was a little huskier than I am now. Let's put it that way. And someone said some really nasty weight comments at me right in my face that were very exaggerated, but really hurt my feelings. Kind of like that. It's kind of like you know that something bothers somebody, and you're kind of nailing them with it, and you're kind of going over the line. That Devil card is telling me you're calling out something that's true, but you're going way over the line and you're really exaggerating it. That's what it feels like. But you're mad. You're upset. Your partner says something that catches you the wrong way, and I'm getting like that's why it happens. Like it doesn't come out of nowhere. It's not like you're just sitting there reading a book and you're like, you know what? Bam. It's not like that. Your partner says something, and that charges it, and that's why it happens. It's the Devil card. I don't really know if there's a way around it. And I'm getting actually the Eight of Wands, how that's connecting is the decision made after that comment. Making a quick snap decision after that comment could be painful. It could be very painful. All right. On your partner's side, this comment you say, that's where the wheel's hitting. You're definitely having quite the impact here. You're having a very, very strong impact here. Very strong impact. And I'm also getting your partner, that whatever you say sinks right in with that person. The wheel turns. I guess it... what's said cannot be unsaid. And I don't feel like the wheel is turning well. I don't feel like it's a good turn, to be fair. And the knowledge is telling me that your partner is sinking this in, like that's exactly how you feel, that's what you think. I feel like you're greatly exaggerating the situation because you're upset, but they're taking it for gold. Like what you're telling them is honestly how you feel. Like, however you put it out there, they like that's face value to them. You know what I mean? It's not I feel like you're very upset and you're embellishing it greatly. But whatever you're saying, they're taking it like that's actually what it is. They're not taking it as if you're embellishing it. They're taking it that's what it is. Now that seems to cause a pretty big problem here. I'm seeing on your side the Nine of Swords. Again, you didn't say anything that wasn't true, but I feel like the impact was much greater than you wanted. Much greater than you wanted. And there's a wedge between you and your partner at this point. The question is, can your partner let it go? Because the Death card is here. There has to be resolution of that comment. One way or another, it has to be addressed. I feel with the Death card here, it's going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be addressed and released, and they're going to be able to come to terms with it, or it's going to lead to the inevitable demise of this situation. I feel like that's what it might be why if this is resonating with you, I feel like that's why they're saying this, because you're not getting around the Devil card, but they're saying that has to be dealt with. If you want this situation to continue, you need to deal with it and talk it out. If you don't, it's going to lead to the demise. Oh. There's a face down card here, an oracle card. I feel like it's reinforcing the same thing. It needs to be let go one way or the other. It needs to either be put to rest, talked out, and resolved, or it will lead to the end of the situation. With the angel, it's an oracle card actually, not an angel card. It's an oracle card. If you want to keep this situation, it definitely has to be talked out so your partner can resolve their feelings and move on from it. They have to completely resolve their feelings, though, or it will inevitably tank the situation. On your side, I feel like spiritually you got a lot of ideas. You're thinking about where this is going to go. I feel like this is more about after the comment is said, because you have to decide, what do you really want here? Because I'm not going to sugarcoat this part, only because I feel like you know where you stand at this point. You know where you stand. If you want this relationship to continue, you know what you have to do, and you'll do what you need to do. Some of you are ready for it to move on, though, I feel. And you know, that's not a question. Like, if you feel that way, you know you feel that way. You're not in the between on it. You know how you feel. It's not like, well, I don't know if I really like this or not. It's not that feeling. If you want it to end, you know you want it to end. And I feel like you're kind of like, maybe I should let this just kind of fizzle out on its own. Because you have a lot of ideas about how to handle this. Because maybe some of you might just actually shortcut to the end. If you're standing there, though, I'm telling you. You feel that way, or if you're kind of like, well, I don't know, then that's not a message for you. I'm just saying. Because you might just be, if you're really ready for this to end, you're just going to look at possibilities and how to end it. Maybe you're just going to cut it to the quick and be like, you know what, maybe we should go our separate ways. You know if you feel that way. If that's for you. For others of you, you don't want this to end, and you're realizing, I need to fix this now if I want this relationship to survive, and you will do what you need to do, because the energy needs to move on, and it's going to move on one way or another, either taking the relationship with it away from you, or it's going to be resolved, and it's going to strengthen the situation. I feel like that's not a lot of you, to be fair, but however many, because your partner is really much, and spiritually they're standing waiting for you to come back towards them, and they're open to you talking to them. So if you want to keep this relationship, I feel like they're open to the conversation, but those feelings are going to have to be resolved. So I think it feels very much like, where do you really stand with this? If you want to keep the relationship, it's going to take some work. You're going to have to talk through it so this moment can be resolved and moved on. It needs to be resolved. It will take you down if it's not. It will take the relationship down. I feel like that's what this is about. All right, I think we're good there for Sagittarius. Okay. That was definitely a rough one, I'll be honest. I feel like if you want this to keep going, though, I feel like they're giving you the tools to what you need to do and to see it, so it doesn't just kind of come apart on its own. So, let's do Sagittarian singles. What do we have for Sagittarian singles? Messages for Sagittarian singles. Alright, what do we have here? Messages for Sagittarian singles. These don't really seem to want to do much. Flash face down. Yeah, we got 3. That's something. I don't really feel them connecting as much as the tarot cards right now for some reason. I'm going to give a quick over. I feel like this is good. It's just kind of like... this is Sagittarian singles. Alright, now what I'm seeing for you, you're standing here with the Empress. Feels like a very good energy. I like the Empress energy. Very motherly, very, very maternal in my opinion. In the sense of like... This is like the neighborhood mom type feel. You know what I mean? It's not just about her direct offspring, but those plus the people around that are connected, plus their families. Like she wants everybody to get along. She thinks the whole community together is really secure and everybody needs to be looked out for. Everybody needs to be cared for. This is a very all-encompassing energy. Not like, you know, a super person, like they're going around saving the world. But you know what I mean? They'll be the ones who are like, you know, somebody's doing a raffle or raising some money or needs some help. They'll do a little something. They'll try to look out here and there. You know, like they'll spread the word. Oh, you know, so-and-so needs this. They're very caring, very loving people. And I feel like you have a lot of love, a lot of care. You're very all-encompassing. A lot of good energy going on here. I like this. Now, I'm getting the Empress is you. The Emperor is the counterpart, in the tarot deck anyway, for the Empress. I'm seeing this person in the past. Now, there's somebody who seems to... They flow the same way. Somebody around you, or somebody you come across every now and then. They might not be always around, but there's somebody who kind of complements your energy quite well. They seem to move through things very similarly, where they'll get the word out, they'll help people, they think the whole situation together. Now, I feel this energy around you, and I see it more in the past coming into the present here. I feel like you like this person, you respect this person. But nothing is jumping off the page in the sense of like nothing is just kind of like, ooh, the magnetism, the spark. I don't feel that. But you like this person. You're like, this could be a good situation. This could be a good partnership. We both seem to move the same way. And I don't feel like this person is unattractive to you. But I don't feel like again, it's not jumping off the page. Not like, ooh, oh, you're here, yay. You're not having those animalistic feeling. I don't know why I'm doing that with my hand. I don't think that's right. They're not having the animalistic feelings. I don't know what I was doing with my hand right there, but please ignore. That was not right. It's not there right now. Now I'm seeing like this person, you do feel, if this is hitting with you, this person means the world in the sense of like you respect this person, you like this person. You would like those feelings to be there. Because I feel like this matches. I am getting a side thing here. Somebody, if not a couple, it seems not as strong, but somebody, this person is actually married but showed you some interest, which makes it a little bit more complicated. That's a side thing. I'm just going to leave that there. You know how that fits. But definitely, whoever this is for you, for all of you, actually, there's a lot here that you see very valuable. This person is very valuable to you, but if it's not that the spark's not there, there's another hitch. Okay, now this person with this similar energy is seeming to come into your focus again. I feel like the two of you are working together in some respect. They may even be helping you a little bit, maybe. But there's like a very giving atmosphere, a very cooperative atmosphere. I'm getting like this is a good time. You seem to be around this person. I don't feel like romantic moment here. I don't feel that. I do feel like you're in this person's presence and you're enjoying it. And it's just kind of like things are matching up. Things seem like you get along extremely well. I feel like you're working together on this situation. I feel like you're moving together, working together, getting along extremely well. And I don't feel like that's not a problem. Like I do feel like you match that way. You get along very well. But again, at the two of swords at the bottom, if it's not because the spark isn't there, it's because of something else. There's some type of roadblock here that you're like, I really, I'm not thinking this is something I should be moving forward on for one reason or another. But your energy connects with this person. I do feel that though. Two of Swords, kind of like, you know what? It is what it is. I'll just let it be. For now, this person isn't making any moves towards you at the moment. And again, if the spark's not there, you're like, well, I'm not going to move forward then on my side. If there's some other little glitch going on here, without some other roadblock, you're like, well, I'm not going to cross that line. So you're just letting it be, but you match. You get along extremely well, though. Very cooperative effort, very cooperative energy, complementing. It just seems like, this person could not only keep up with you, but help you with the goals you already have in mind. They seem to see life the same way you do. All right, so we keep going forward. And I'm noticing the Four of Wands in the environment here. All right, I know there's two different things. If this person is single, they're looking to they're looking to marry somebody, and it's quite obvious. If they're not single, that's what this is saying, that they're not single. I don't know why that seems to get stronger as I go on. It's like there's a roadblock for some of you, and it seems to get stronger the deeper I get into this reading. Roadblock one way or another. Now, as we keep going forward, whatever this situation here is in the center where you're getting along and working together extremely well, and you're just kind of minding your P's and Q's, is what it is, not crossing any lines, not making any moves, you're just keeping to yourself on it. You're getting along and you're enjoying it, but you're not crossing any lines, whatever that means to you. You're not moving things forward, you're not putting any initiative in and moving things to the next level. You're just kind of like, for right now, for whatever reason is right to you, and I feel like you know what that is, you're not crossing that line. That, you seem to keep working with each other. Like, it just seems like you're working with each other that much more from this point. The Sun card happens. For whatever reason, you're around each other that much more after this. For whatever reason. I just feel like it's just you're constantly around each other is what I'm getting. Even though a line has not been crossed, I don't feel like it has. You're seeing each other more. And what I'm getting here, the Ace of Pentacles with the Strength is like, I really kind of feel like you're starting to bond. You're really starting to bond, and I'm getting like, I feel like I feel two very mature people looking at a situation, and I feel like a talk happens. When I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles happen after the Sun card, after all this has been going on, I really feel like I feel two mature people talking about their feelings, where they want to go in life, how they would match. If this person is married, they're talking to you about what they're going through and what they want in life and how they feel you match them. If they're single, they're also telling you similar stuff. I feel like they're still talking to you about this. I feel like they're talking to you. I don't feel like you're opening that door. I feel like they are opening that door. That talk starts something, because the Strength there with it, whichever way this is hitting for you, I feel like this is where it starts. This is where this really starts, this situation. And I'm getting the Ten of Cups, kind of like, socially, this seems to work out. We got one face down card here. It's going to work out a lot better than you think. If they are married, if it's that thing, I feel like that moving on is going to be a lot easier than you expect. That seems to be more on the level than you expect. That seems to just be something transitioning out a lot easier than you expect. Especially with the abundance is face down, you're getting a lot more here than you're expecting. If it's the other way where this wasn't just jumping off the page to you, the spark just wasn't there at that time, but you're like, you know what, let's give it a shot, let's see how things go. This person's coming towards you, you're like, you know what, this person has a point, why not give it a shot? Why not? I feel like you're in that energy. Why not? Why not? The Ten of Cups, like socially you're working together very well, you're enjoying that, but I feel like the chemistry starts to kick in. I almost feel like before that moment, before this person talked with you, they weren't allowing themselves to cross a certain line that is appropriate after you've started dating. And that changes things greatly. So I feel like this is working out a lot better than expected. As you keep going on, I'm getting the King of Wands. I feel you're getting stronger, you're getting more active. You're definitely keeping your strength, your power. You're not diminished in any sense. The other person isn't either. You seem to be building off of each other. And I feel like over time you're healing from whatever you thought might be a hiccup or a block. I feel like you're healing from it over time. And it seems like things are just kind of working out in a very fairy tale way almost. I don't want to say completely. Not completely, but I feel like it's going a lot better than you were expecting. Let's put it that way. Whatever your expectations are in the center, in the middle here, in the now, it's working out a lot better than you expected to turn out. Are we good? Alright, I think we're good. I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.